Last week, Paul was a groomsman in a wedding, and I was going to the wedding as a guest, so I thought it would be fun to film a get ready with me video so that you guys could see how I did my makeup for the wedding and what I wore. So I'm starting off this with just a bare face, and I'm first applying my Too Faced Primed and Poreless Primer, and I'm just using my fingers to apply that all over my face. And then for my foundation, I'm using the new Light Bulb foundation from Shu Uemura. And I'm using this with a brush, even though it comes with a sponge to apply it. I think it was dirty, and so I'm just using, I think this is my Urban Decay brush. But I like this foundation because it gives you a really, really nice glow, which I thought was kind of appropriate for a wedding to go to. And then for my contour today, I'm going to be using Yves Saint Laurent Touche Éclat, which is in number 6. So I'm using a cream product, which I don't normally do, but I liked the way that this looked just on top of my liquid foundation, just because it blends really nicely. And I'm applying this in the hollows of the cheeks, around the edges of my nose, and the temples of my forehead. And then I'm just using the same exact brush that I applied my foundation with, just to blend it into the skin. And I might use a little bit more foundation just to make sure that everything looks nice and doesn't look like how it looks right now, just kind of dirty and out of place, because I really want it to look natural. Once I've blended all of that, I'm going to take my Urban Decay Naked Skin Finishing Powder, and this is in light, and I'm just setting my foundation with this. This will take away a little bit of the shine from the Light Bulb foundation, but I do want this foundation to last all day, so it will work out for this. And now we're going to start on the eyes. So the first thing I'm applying is my Urban Decay Primer Potion all the way up to the brow bones. And then I'm just going to take my NYX Jumbo Eyeshadow Pencil in Milk, apply that to the lids, and then just blend it out with my fingers. I'm using the Naked 3 palette for this, and the first color I'm using is Dust. This color tends to be a little bit flaky, so I'm really making sure to press it onto the milk base so that it stays. And then in the outer corners, I'm using Buzz, which is just a little bit of a darker version than Dust. And then in the crease, I have Limit that I'm applying with an angled eyeshadow brush. And then I'm just going to put a little bit of Nooner, which is a little bit darker version, still matte, just on the outer corners, and then blend that upwards. I really want to make sure that the crease color blends out nicely, so I'm going to really work that color into the crease and blend it upwards. And then I'm also going to take Strange, which is the lightest color in this palette, blend it onto the brow bones, and then take a brush that doesn't have any eyeshadow on it and go over any harsh edges to make sure that everything is nice and soft and well blended. For my lower lash line, I'm going to take Blackheart and just line around the lash line, just so that this look has a little bit more depth, just a little bit of a darker color than what's on the lids. And just because I wanted some fun element to this look, I'm going to take my Stila Sparkle Liquid Liner in Bora Bora, which is a really fun, sparkly, vivid blue. And I thought that this would kind of complement the look and just give it a little bit of a Leesha flair. So I'm just applying that to the upper lash line and then just winging it out in the corners. For the final steps for the eyes, I'm going to take my Urban Decay Perversion pencil and apply it to the waterline. And then in the inner corners, I want it to be a little bit brighter. So I'm taking my Stila Snow Liquid Liner pen and just applying just a tiny bit into the inner corners just to kind of open up the eyes. You could also just use a regular white pencil if you don't have a liquid liner. And then once I've done that, I'm just going to apply my mascara, which is Too Faced Better Than Sex Mascara. Side note with the mascara, if you're like me and you get dots of mascara up on your eyelids like that, just fight the urge to wipe them away, because then you'll smear it. If you let it sit there and then dry, you'll be able to just flake it off, which is much easier than having to fix a big black smear that's all over the eyeshadow you just worked really hard to make pretty. So I'm going to do my eyebrows now, and I'm using the Anastasia Dip Brow in Blonde. I recently got this and I love it. It is definitely my favorite brow product lately. It's nice because it keeps your brows in place as well as giving it color and definition, and I'm just a big fan. Alright, so last steps for my cheeks, I'm using Benefit Hervana Blush, which I love. It's just got this really beautiful pink tone to it. And then for my lips, I'm using Urban Decay Liar Naked Lip Gloss. So it doesn't have a lot of color to it, but I love the shine that it gives. So then on to my outfit. This is a dress I got from Motherhood online, and I love the way that it's shaped. I love how it looks. It makes me look a lot more pregnant than I feel like I look in any other outfit, but I just thought it was gorgeous. On my nails, I have OCC Pool Boy, and then I'm using DKNY Be Delicious Fresh Blossom for my fragrance. So there's my look. I hope you guys like it, and I will see you soon for a new video.